Black song featuring Terry Jewell from East Lansing, fine poet from East Lansing. We welcome you to come back also for that night. Terry Jewell will be reading on April the 14th. My name is Trinidad Sanchez, and I'm going to MC this part of the program for tonight. And
What do you mean this part?
well, this part. It's called Friday Night Fights. I'm going to do two poems. Friday Night Fights. She started it by telling me I don't like your chunky beef burritos anymore. Surprised she would be in my face about my food, I replied, I know someone with bigger and better chimichangas. Pork chop, she said. Calls me pork chop, something about it was time for some real carne asada. Then stated she wanted nothing to do with my huevos con chorizo. Hell, I said, I have the best huevos rancheros in town. Better than any of the soft tacos she was having lately. Chuchitos, I said, tráeme mis tamales con pan y café, please. If there had been a combination plate nearby, she would have thrown it at me as I was in her line of fire. The mixed signals were confusing me. It was only yesterday she wanted a bite of my pan dulce. The vecinos, the neighbors heard her scream I was like 6-month-old menudo. How embarrassing. Tan pequeña, I said, chill out, mija. I want to be your pollo en salsa. I would even be your cocktail de camarón, and I wouldn't charge the usual $6.50. She insisted she would no longer be my pupusa. Said I was more like a guisado de pollo. She wanted steak with frijoles negros, arroz blanco, y platanitos fritos. She wanted the works. Hell, she had me fooled. I thought she was on a diet. So I said she could find her taco de chicharrón somewhere else. Maybe what she needed was a White Castle with fries and a vanilla malted milk. Pa que se le quitaba su coraje. Maybe she should stuff herself with a Mexican sandwich, one without jalapenos. After a few tecates and some tequila, she was back telling me that I was her super nacho. And I promised once again she would always be my favorite gordita. It was our usual Friday night argument. I'm glad we had a bilingual audience here to catch all the nuances in that poem. This is my first poem for 1992, and it's called Beware of the Dog. I'm actually inspired by, I picked up a book the other day, and this poet, David Hernandez, a fine poet from Chicago, I picked up this book a few months ago, and the first 3 poems in the book were about a dog, and I laid the book down. I thought, who's going to write about their dog? So, but I eventually picked it up again and got past the poems about the dogs, and and then you know how you see on the homes the sign that says "Beware the dog." So kind of I thought, well, I'm going to write a dog poem. I call it Beware of the Dog. The vicious pit bull with the bite bloodier than its bark. The Heinz 57, a melting pot breed. The pinche Doberman Pinscher. The cute little Hispanic Chihuahua selling crack at Clark Park. The dog inside of you that is a bitch. The howling dog full of dogmatism. The homophobic dog. The oversexed, erotic, horny, hot dog. The dog fucking inside my head and barking louder than it bites. The dog on TV and upside your ass, the one in your wet dreams. Beware of the dog that up and dies, leaving you lonely and friendless. Remember how the mailman was its favorite meat. Beware of the dog with the Roman collar, full of dogma, the devil disguised as a Saint Bernard, the Christopher Columbus dog barking, it discovered you and we are all illegal. The homophobic dog, the fascist dog, a real son of a bitch. The capitalistic dog claiming to be man's best friend. The apartheid dog of South Africa and Detroit, Michigan. The American-made dog in Central America. The dog whose owner is a pack of fleas or a politician disguised as a merchant of Venice. The dog patrolling our borders. Yes, yes, beware of the dog in this dog-eat-dog world. Beware of the dog immune to mace. The dog howling at death. The one accustomed to your face or dressed in chantilly lace. The dog that sent you the Valentine card. Actually, the wolf in sheep's clothing.
All right.
The schizophrenic poodle. The schizophrenic poodle without papers, in love with the greyhound. The sheepdog in the city, the boxer with delusions of grandeur, wanting to be the heavyweight champion of the world. Beware of the dog roll. Next time, it could be about you.
All right.
It's a question a young girl asks of her father, and it's her first encounter with racism on the school playground in Saginaw, Michigan. And I answered it this way. I said, it's a question Chicanitas sometimes ask while others wonder, why is the sky blue or the grass so green? Why am I so brown? God made you brown, mija, color bronce, color of your raza, your people, connecting you to your raíces, your roots, your story, historia, as you begin moving toward your future. God made you brown, mija, color bronce, beautiful, strong, reminding you of the goodness de tu mamá, de tus abuelas, your grandmothers, y tus antepasados, your ancestors. God made you brown, mija, to wear as a crown, for you are royalty, la raza nueva, the people of the sun. God made you brown, mija. It is the color of Chicano women, leaders, madres, of Chicano warriors, luchando por la paz y la dignidad de la justicia en la nación Aztlán. God made you brown, mija, and wants you to understand that brown is not a color. Brown is not a color. It is a state of being, a very human texture, alive and full of song, dancing, celebrating to the new world, which is for everyone. Finally, mija, God made you brown because it is one of her favorite colors.